Have you ever been in an argument and realized halfway through that you weren't even trying to solve the problem anymore? You're just trying to win, to prove a point, to protect your position, maybe to be right. That's ego. And ego is not evil, it's human. But when ego leads, usually unity gets weakened. Today, we are continuing the Marriage That Feels Like a Team series. And in this series, we learn to protect respect, fairness, and partnerships over time. And my colleague, Coach Suzanne, and myself are delighted to continue to explore these important topics with you. Today, we're going to talk about something subtle but very powerful. It's ego versus the unity of the marriage. So let me ask you a question. When tensions rise in your relationship, do you instinctively protect yourself or do you try to protect the relationship? Because there's a difference. Most couples struggle with this balance because you are individuals and you've spent years becoming who you are. You have preferences, you have perspectives, you have a personality, you have strengths, and sometimes there's a quiet fear that says if I give too much, I'm going to lose myself. It's not unreasonable. You began as two separate individuals, right? And your journey together is about creating something new, a partnership, a shared identity. But that does not erase who you are. Unity is not conformity. Unity is not enmeshment. Unity is not losing your individuality. It is something deeper. It is choosing to view your marriage as a single unit, a team that cannot be divided. When unity becomes your lens, everything shifts because you begin placing the health of the relationship above momentary self-interest. And that is a beautiful thing. You look for common ground instead of amplifying differences. You collaborate on decisions that affect your family and your life. So you operate with fairness and equality, and something powerful happens. Connection deepens. Love feels steadier. But here's where ego quietly enters. Ego wants to be right. Ego wants to be validated first. Ego wants its preferences prioritized. And when ego dominates conversation, you may win the point, but you lose closeness and connection. And dominating a partner disrupts unity. Withdrawing in silent resentment disrupts unity. Rigid defensiveness disrupts unity. So unity requires something that is different. It requires valuing harmony more than a personal victory. And that does not mean that you should silence your voice. It means that you express it respectfully and you allow for differences. And in fact, differences can help to see truth because different viewpoints can actually expand perspectives. But if only they're offered with respect and in a spirit of partnership. In your last disagreement, did you feel like you were still teammates working through a disagreement? Or did you feel like opponents? Because that awareness matters. Because marriage that feels like a team is not automatic. It is intentional. Healthy unity says, I want us to be strong, not I need to be right. And here's something important. Unity does not mean losing your uniqueness. You remained who you are, different from everyone else. Your personality stays intact. Your values matter, but your commitment to unity is strengthened considerably. So you begin to notice when your tone creates disconnection, when you begin feeling less tolerant of division. You become more drawn toward restoring harmony. That shift alone changes everything. When unity becomes the top priority, repair becomes easy. And listening becomes much deeper. And attraction often returns because unity strengthens emotional safety. Very important for you to remember that. There's the Accordia communication mirror that can help you to notice different patterns over time and to help you observe if you feel like a team, if you're able to repair after a disagreement or tension, or if the conversation feels respectful and balanced or not. And if there's a specific situation where ego keeps resurfacing in your relationship, you're welcome to share it in a cordial way. in the question space, because we want real life experiences to shape how we teach this work. And so if you have interesting thoughts, an interesting story to share, leave your comments with us. Ultimately, unity is not about shrinking yourself. It's about expanding the space where both of you can thrive. It's about coming together without losing yourself. And when unity becomes the guiding principle, marriage begins to feel like partnership again. In the next episode of this series, we'll talk about something many couples experience quietly: teamwork after years together. Because sustaining unity in long-term relationships requires intention and small daily choices. So stay with us. This is the Cordia way, building unity one video at a time without making sure that you don't lose who you are. I'm Coach Adrian, and on behalf of my colleague, Coach Suzanne, thank you for your trust, and see you in the next episode.